Hello everyone, and welcome to my very first Once Upon a Book Club subscription box video.
Ooh, yeah. I've been all around the world.
Here's the kicker. This is actually my third box. What has happened is I ordered the 3 months in advance. You can do month to month. I think you can do 6 months. I think you can do a year. But I did 3 months. And my what I wanted to do, as soon as I got the box, of course I would have done an unboxing. But what is a little bit different about this subscription box compared to other book boxes is that inside the book, like this is this month's book, the last piece, inside you will find, this is very unusual, you will find a little sticky note. It will be placed right underneath a certain line, and when that happens, it'll tell you open your gift. So page 97. So you go to your box, and inside your box will be different items that give you the page number. You would open up the package corresponding with that page. So you're supposed to open this, unbox this slowly as you read the book. Well, my intention was to do that in a vlog. As I read, I would film me opening that. So the first month, I've actually already read and then never opened the packages because I got into the book and I didn't have the opportunity to set up and film and all that. The second box came the second month, and I didn't even open it at all because of vacations and things that were going on. So yesterday I got July's box, and I opened it at about 6 p.m.-ish. I read the entire book. I was done by 2 a.m. I read this entire thing. Came yesterday, read it yesterday, and I thought, finally, I can kind of do this for you guys. Open these gifts and be able to kind of do a book review at the same time. So I have little notes here, or page markers, because there's something I want to say. But anyway, so this book is actually by a London author. It is by Lake Union. Right away when I turned it over and I looked at the back, I'm like, ooh, that's a little different from us, because we'll normally have like Canada or USA prices. So as soon as I started reading, I got into things like, let's find the first thing. So let's get the handy dandy readers on. I know y'all are like, wait a minute, Dana, where's your magnifying glass? It is in the other room, but since I have a book, I went ahead with the glasses. So first thing, page 12. Would you like some squash? Her father asked the twins. And I'm thinking, well, the twins are kind of young, but that's really great that they're bringing them up on vegetables. And then I later read on, and it's some type of sweet. Like, what is squash in the UK that's like, what do they mean by something sweet? And so that threw me off. So if anybody from there knows what squash is, that to us, it's a vegetable. So what is squash there that's a sweet? And then things like they go to university instead of saying you go to college. And I was familiar with that because I have my friend Karen, who's from the UK, and that explained, I knew a little bit about that. And like later on in the book, they talk about, oh, they took their level B's or their level A's or their level O's or whatever. And I'm like, what is that? Is that like the SATs? But I remember talking again to my friend Karen when we were trying to explain like how colleges work in the USA and how they call, it's a little bit different there, but they call it going to university instead of going to college. I really do get a kick out of the differences between like what the English call things and what Americans call things. Like here we have potato chips, but they call them crisps. And oh, something else in the book. While we use the word while, like W-H-I-L-E. They use the word whilst. I can hardly even say it. Whilst we, instead of while we were going, or instead of while we were there, they would say whilst we were there. I can't even say it. And then what is we call them cookies and they call them biscuits, and we're like, no, biscuits are like flaky, or they're made out of bread. It's just cool how things are so different. Or we call it a parking lot and they call it a car park. We call it an elevator and they call it a lift. I love the differences. Tell me some more that you know. Comment below. Needless to say, this book has been very fun to read just because of the unusual references that in America we might not catch right away, like skirting boards. Well, they're baseboards to us. I did know that one, but there was quite a few things that I was just like, what? Anyway, so I'm going to read you kind of synopsis of what this book is about, in case I know that some of you guys are watching this because you can't wait to see what's in your box. You haven't received yours yet, or you're just curious about the book or the book club. I'm going to go ahead and read you this book. Oh, and while I talk about it real quick, I'm not really a big fan of softcover books. I prefer hardcover books. That is why I was pretty hesitant about getting this one, because I like hardbacks. But I'm going to be up straight and honest with you guys. You know I am all about packaging. Y'all that have been with me for a long time and know that I'm a collector, and I am all about packaging. I wanted this box. I'm just going to be straight up. I wanted it as a storage box. It's going to look cute on a shelf to display, well, to hold papers and odds and ends. And that was basically one of the reasons that I got it. I know, I'm nuts. But anyway, here we go with the book. A sudden departure, a story decades in the making. The chaotic but happy equilibrium of the Nightingale family is thrown into disarray when Cicely, whose children can't remember her ever being remotely spontaneous, disappears to a Greek island with no warning or explanation. Her reasons for doing something so out of character are a total mystery to her three daughters. But Cicely has gone to continue a story she thought ended decades ago, one that could have a huge impact on her family, and when she returns, she'll have to tell them the truth. Will Cicely be able to hold her family together once she reveals her big secret? And might she discover that she's not the only one with a story to tell? Just want to say, just reading the back of that, I knew exactly what was going to happen, and I was correct. Won't tell you guys. Some would say it's a curse, like my husband, like with watching movies, and I'll say right away, oh, I'll see something in a movie and go, oh, well, such and such is going to happen. And I normally figure the movies out before they end. And a lot of times the same thing with books. Not often am I thrown for a loop and like really surprised. And I don't do it on purpose. I don't watch a movie and try to figure it out as we're going along. I don't read a book and try to figure. I am trying to go with the flow. That's what Mr. Mouse Diva says. He's like, just watch it, enjoy it, or just read it, just enjoy it. Well, I am. My mind is just constantly trying to figure things out. And tell me below if you're like that. I don't do it on purpose. It just happens. So anyway, let's go ahead and open something, okay? So I'm going to go to the first page, which was 47. And I'm just going to kind of read you the paragraph to kind of give you an idea. The first thing I did open, I couldn't wait because like I said, I've read the first book and still haven't opened the items yet. So I'm going to do a different video on the first and second months that I got because they're older. And I'll open those later. A box about the size of a shoebox. It was decorated all over with pictures of yellow roses cut from wallpaper, faded now and curling in places near the edges, but otherwise looking well cared for, considering its age. Cicely would have known it anywhere. So that's when they tell you, open your gift. So page 47. Now, this was just an envelope, as you're going to see. Page 47. I did open this because I couldn't wait. So I'm going to insert a picture of how nicely the bow was tied. And I pulled it out, and it was just like a piece of paper with a colored box. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? This is what the gifts are gonna be. So I'm a little nervous. I'm like, that's not a gift, that's a recyclable. But I am getting a really cool envelope and ribbon out of the deal. So let's hope for something a little bit different later on. So just the fact that I was able to read this book in like 6 hours. I can't remember if I said I was doing other stuff like cooking dinner, eating dinner. I did edit, final touches on a vlog. So I was doing a couple things in between. It was interesting enough that I was able to keep doing that. Now, let's go. Page 97. The coffee splashed up and over his shirt. And then you have this. So, you know what? I can't help to think that it has something to do with coffee. Which I don't drink. But that's not the norm. Most people drink coffee. So, we have just a hard box, page 97. And, okay. What do we have? It's not a mug. I thought maybe it'd be a coffee mug. Oh, it's a press. Even I know that. It's a coffee press. Okay, cool. So we know we're not just getting little pieces of paper that can go in the recyclable bin. I really like the concept of this, including gifts that coordinate with what you're reading. All right, so the next one at page 186, where are we? So she held a clean tissue to her face, and then we have it. So obviously I'm thinking something to do with the tissue. Let's talk more about the book before we open something up. It does flow easily. There was maybe 2 or 3 chapters in there that I kind of questioned for a little bit. It was almost too much background, but in the long run, it made sense. All right, so 186. 186. Well, this is cool. Yes, okay, so it is tissues. Oh, there's something else in the box. Okay. Ooh. So it says they had no idea how strong she could be. And it's just little, you know, this is pretty nice to put, just slide into your purse, or actually back pocket for Mr. Mouse Diva. But anyway, so there's something else. Okay, so this looks like a eyeglass cleaner. And then it says they had no idea how strong she could be again. And it looks like some glasses. Oh, okay, yeah, it is sunglasses. Well, I love sunglasses. They're wrapped up very nicely. Look at that. Okay, well, I kind of like these. Let's see. Oh, by the way, if you can see anything out there, I'm in my daughter's room. Okay, these are pretty nice. This goes. This is good. Yeah. I like the little sleeve for the glasses, the protective case. Well, that's pretty cool. Okay, I like that. All right, so let's keep going, shall we? Page 304. It says, except for one piece of sky, the green of the mat shone through where there should have been cobalt, can never say that word, blue. And so here it's just a little one telling you to open your gift. So there is one more here. Oh, well, this one's actually wrapped. I don't want to mess up the paper. I know what this is. I totally know what this is. This is going to be a puzzle, because they were talking about, I'm just going to go ahead and, because I can't really reuse it because it says page 34. This is going to drive me crazy. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and give you a little spoiler. So the husband was doing a puzzle from Monument Valley This is a beautiful case. And the missing piece. So the very end, so as you can see, the last piece. And what they're talking about the missing piece is because, of course, with most puzzles, it ends up being one piece is missing. They always end up in the vacuum cleaner, don't they? But, oh, I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be such a hard puzzle. But these are actually the back. This is really, really cool. You know what? I don't do a lot of puzzles just because there's no time, but I tell you what, we go to Wyndham Bonnet Creek in Orlando every Thanksgiving for a week, and I think we'll just take this because there's plenty of table space and counter space, and you know what, I think I'm going to take this and as the family, because we're always doing different things, coming and going, and everybody can work on this puzzle together and leave it out. I think that's going to be really cool. That is really nice. Okay, so getting back to the book, I'd actually marked this page at the very end. It was acknowledgments. And in the acknowledgments, it says, if you have enjoyed the last piece, then please consider leaving me a review on Amazon or Goodreads. And at that point, I realized, oh, the name of this book is The Last Piece. I'm terrible about that, guys. I just open the book and start reading and don't pay attention to the title. So I'm sitting there going, oh, The Last Piece. They're talking about the puzzle. Not that the puzzle is this main thing in the story. I can see the symbolism a little bit on how that title is kind of a reflection of something that's happening in the book, but it's really stretching it. So it's more like the last piece of, you know, the puzzle, but there was nobody knew there was a puzzle to figure out, basically. But anyway, so I have never read anything by this author before, but she does have some other books. I would definitely, she has 4 other books, so I would definitely recommend looking her up because I would read another book by her. And what I like about these subscription boxes, because you know in the past I have done years of getting Owl Crate, is I normally end up with books I would have never picked for myself, but really enjoy reading them. That's the awesome thing about subscription boxes. All right, so real quick, let me show you something. I just love these boxes. So inside we have like this rough drawing. Just a lot of things can go into these storage boxes. Let me show you what else comes with it real quick. All right, so just a little card. They had no idea how strong she could be. So this could be anything. You can make it into a postcard and send it to somebody. You could frame it. You can use it as a bookmark. And then they just tell you a little pamphlet about Once Upon a Book Club. And you get a little letter from the editor, which Owl Crate does that too. Gives you a letter, not the editor, the author. Gives you a letter, but normally Owl Crate, those are handwritten letters, like copies of them actually handwriting it instead of somebody having typed it up. Okay, so there we have. That is my very first Once Upon a Book Club. I can't wait to get into the other 2. What I'm actually going to do is just kind of probably do those together just to show you what was in the boxes. I'm really curious now to get into those other boxes, but I have other things to vlog that I won't be able to do that today because I'm a little bit on a time schedule. If this is your first time here because of books, I do put some book content out there, but obviously from the name of my channel, I do mostly Disney things and Universal Studios because we go there, and a lot of different type of haul vlogs. I'm an avid collector, pop cultural collector, so I hope that you will hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification button because I'm not on the schedule other than I just started Funko Friday, so pretty much you know you're going to get a Funko vlog on Fridays, and I will see you at the parks.
I've been all around the